Talking about inflation, you said we had 9.1% inflation and Fed has got it to 3.1. Whenever I talk about inflation, I always thought that inflation was good for the economy. But I've been watching few videos and I've been going through few materials, one from Robert Breedlove as well. He says inflation is a broad daylight theft that has been imposed. What is your take on that?
High inflation is definitely bad for the economy. Like you could take Argentina right now. They have really high inflation. Their currency is losing value, and people are struggling. Poverty is increasing. So high inflation is bad for the economy. Do we want deflation, which means prices falling? We don't want that either because as prices fall, companies make less profits, and they cannot. Make less profits. They fire people. Unemployment increases as people don't have jobs. They don't buy goods and services, and then prices fall again. So, like a hamster spinning a wheel, economy gets stuck. So, I don't want high inflation. I don't want deflation. Then what do you want? The official target of the US and many other countries is 2% inflation.
For
Not
every
too high, but not under zero either.
for every year or every quarter?
Per year.
Per year,
Yes,
2%
yes.
inflation.
Core inflation, 2% core inflation, except for gas and food prices. They remove them because they change a lot. So they take inflation for everything else. That should be 2% per year.
Got it. Got it.
That's the official target of the Federal Reserve Bank.
Yes. For me, when I think about inflation and also the not only the employment rate, how would I say, the increase in the citizen's salary, right? So if the inflation is 2%, I assume that usually the earning of people will at least go up by 2% to match the inflation. But in last couple years, I've been seeing and I've been reading about it, saying the inflation is so much, but the salaries have not matched that. What is your take on the future of that? Like when the salaries, and because the inflation has already gone too high and the salaries trying to catch up, is there going to be any negative causes for it, or is there any economic reform that already has been placed for it?
So depends on what kind of a job you have. However, in the beginning of high inflation, wages did not go up as fast as inflation was going up or prices were going up. However, later wages did catch up. They are rising right now.
Okay.
So we are making up the difference at this point. But if wages don't rise as much as inflation, of course, purchasing power of that person declines. So that makes them poor. They are
Got
able
it.
to buy fewer goods and services. But wages are catching up right now. We are
Got
in
it.
a good economy in so many ways.
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.